Round two.
All right. Hello and welcome to the first episode of Just Gaming of the Horrible Influence.
This is the last one was beta. This one,
Unfortunately, for you guys, you'll never get to hear it because I deleted the shit out of that.
yeah, mine's gone too.
But this is the first episode of the gaming half of what we did with the split episodes. So now every Monday you'll get to pick up the science and the groundbreaking news that we like to dig up from the underbelly of the internet. And then on Thursday we will cover all of the great things in gaming because nobody wants to hear us drone on for 3 or 4 hours at a time.
It's depressing, man. It's depressing. Who doesn't want to listen to somebody talk for 4 hours? 3 hours, fuck. Who doesn't have just 4 hours to just
hit
play,
you don't have
man?
jobs.
Yeah, just hit play and lean back, man. Let us talk to you. Little bits.
Just
Oh, fuck. Well,
in the beta that we'll call it here, we were discussing the most revolutionary game that is ever been released, right?
I mean, if we're gonna come at it from that approach, like on a phone game level, it might revolutionize phone gaming. In all seriousness, it fucking might.
It's just okay. So we're talking about Pokemon Go, obviously, because it is July 14th, and the game has been out now for what, 2 weeks?
8 days.
8 days, not even. So just over a week, and they already have signs in Milwaukee on the interstate that say "Drive now, Pokemon later."
It's so fucking stupid, man.
If you've seen these posts on social media that show those and you thought they were fake, they're not fake. Fucking Milwaukee's got them. Pokemon later. Like, drive now, Pokemon later.
It's bananas. It's nutty. Like, I'm in summer school right now, and the amount of people that are just... I mean, it's Seattle, so it's a pretty... like technology like centered city anyways, so people were really fucking nose into their phone constantly as it was, and now it's fucking tenfold. It's everybody that was regularly on their phone plus like the another 50% more, and they're just like bumping into each other like mindless fucking idiots.
You want me to... I'm going to hit you with a statistic that is shocking when I heard it, and it turns out it's 100% true. More people use Pokemon Go than Twitter now.
Yeah, more active users than Twitter. More active users than Twitter, more downloads.
Daily active users than Twitter, and more Android downloads than Tinder.
More Android downloads than Tinder.
What is Tinder, the dating app?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more people want to catch Pokemans than go get fucking laid. So, because here's a statistic. If you're my age and you're playing Pokemon Go, you probably need to go get laid. So go get Tinder. Make that like a 1-to-1 for Android downloads.
I was listening to the radio this morning while I was working, and they had, if you remember the radio station here, was that Bob and Brian?
Nope.
Their morning show, I listen. If I'm in the shop, I listen to it every day. And these guys have been on the radio. They've been doing the same show for like 35 years. So these guys are older. And they don't understand the Pokemon thing, obviously. And so they had these guys calling up, and the crazy thing was every call was my wife and I, my girlfriend and I, or my fiance and I now take walks every night.
Yeah.
And they made the same joke like 5 times. Like, the crazy thing is that you actually have a girlfriend. But then after they got like 10 calls with the exact same line, it's like, oh, it just turns out this was a huge part of everyone's childhood.
Yeah, jokes aside, it turns out Pokemon covers a lot. I mean, since we were kids. So there's been a Pokemon every fucking couple of years since we were kids. So
I think
it's
it's
there's more
fucking
people affected by that than Jesus. Zelda?
yeah.
Mario?
No, yeah, more affected than Zelda. I think probably almost as much as Mario, but definitely affects more than Zelda. Like I watch those kids react to NES game videos,
That's so fucking stupid.
and some of them, the one that got me was like kids react to the NES, and they said, have you ever seen this? And there was a couple of them like, I have no clue what that is, whatever. And like a couple of the little hipster kids were like, yeah, man, like my older brother had this or whatever. And then they said, we're gonna read you off some game titles, and they were like Super Mario, and every one of them had the same reaction, like of course we know Mario.
Yeah.
Like, no one was like, what's a Mario? But there were probably 25% of them that when they said Legend of Zelda, nothing. Yeah, just blank stares. Like I don't. And there was one girl was like, "Is that the guy with the blue hair
Yeah.
that
Yeah, that's
that
it.
that goes real fast?" They were like, that's Sonic. She was
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Oh,
like spinning a circle.
yeah,
Yeah, you got it.
So
Here's your $5. Thanks for coming in.
they obviously for NES didn't have Pokemon or Pocket Monsters, whatever you started on there,
Pokemon. Yeah.
Pokemon. But I bet if you were to ask anyone aged go 40 down to 9 right now, Pokemon is a huge thing still.
I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see what it was 2 weeks ago.
Well,
Like,
I'll give a personal experience here. My ex-wife's kids loved them. Obsessed with Pokemon on the 3DS and the DS. So that being said, when they were 6 and 7 years old, they were extremely into it, and that's years before this came out.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I guess that's it's another gap closed, but I don't know. It's cool. It's cool that people are going out. It's cool that people are actually walking their dogs now, and I don't know. I guess it's helping people with agoraphobia or whatever the fuck that is, like being afraid of going outside or some shit. It's neat. It's cool. It's a cool idea, and yeah. Joking aside, it probably will revolutionize games with phones. It's just I wish it didn't have the name Pokemon attached to it, because it's not a Pokemon game.
Well, it did. This game did have the exact same game without the name Pokemon to it, and no one knows about it. And it was Ingress. It was a game that I played, and I was playing it at Point Beach just this last year, walking around and built. And what it was like a tower defense game, sorta. So you wandered to these points, and if someone had already controlled it, you'd have to attack it. And if you won, then you could set up towers for defense around the point, and you could set up so there were so many slots around the point. The point was like energy, so you could set up like things that would drain the energy down, and then you could also set up turrets in those spots so you wouldn't drain as much energy out, but you could defend your point. And I wandered around playing this thing when I was on different jobs that was in like a city aspect. That game, I believe, was a better game than Pokemon Go, but no one gave a shit about it.
Sure. Yeah, I guess that's understandable.
Once you tag the name Pokemon to the... all they did was reskin it, and hell, they didn't even do a good job of it. They just turned the map green, and then your guy looks like an Ash-type character, but the Pokemon look great on the...
Yeah, the models look good.
Yeah, they look really good. And so it looks like you can point your phone at something with the augmented reality, which Ingress didn't have augmented reality. But you point your phone at your keyboard, and there's a Pokemon the size of a quarter standing there, and then you catch it, and it says that it weighs, 280 kilograms, like or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, if you angle your phone the right way, that same Pokemon is like taking up your entire couch.
Yeah,
So
so
it's like,
I wish that was a little bit more realistic. And then what we had already kind of talked about that no one here got to hear, the fact that there is no wild battle right now, which I have to assume is going to change.
maybe. I mean, there's no wild battle and there's no trainer battles, like open trainer battles. There's the bullshit at the gym, but it's it's like swipe left and right to dodge and tap on the enemy to attack. It's not, I don't know. It's not a fucking Pokemon game. I said it's weird having the same conversation twice, but it's it's making me happy that Sun and Moon are coming out soon, because those might be a lot of fun to check out. They just announced a new Pokemon today. It's like this, I don't know what it looks like, but it's like a Mimikachu, and it just wears like a pillowcase over its head, and it looks like a 3-year-old drew a Pikachu face on it. So it just like walks around pretending to be Pikachu with a shitty Halloween costume on, and it's cute as a fucking button.
Does it have like a cop taser? Is that it's like
That'd be hilarious. Just lifts it up and yeah, just lights people up.
it?
That's
But it's
yeah.
I want it to have like a raspy, like Carl voice, like yeah, Pikachu, and he fucking
It's just vulgar, terrible creature. It's just a small man inside of a pillowcase that molests other Pokemon.
smoking cigarettes through his like
It's
a
it's
burnt
Mr.
hole.
Yeah, it's Mr. Mime in a pillowcase that just is doing Mr. Mime things undercover.
Pika, motherfucker. All right, so I mean they're good. They're stepping up their game. I like that.
Yeah, trying to get that adult crowd. So Pokemon Sun and Moon is rated M for mature, so check that out.
I need to, I guess, go get a 3DS because I've been playing. I actually, before this came out, I told you. I think we talked about it in another podcast, but I've been playing Pokemon Red again because you can get it on you can get it on your phone. Shh, you can get it on your phone. It's illegal as shit, but you can get it on your phone. So I've been playing that, and that's the last one I ever played, and I still really like it. But I guess I've kind of missed out on a lot of years of catching
There's
them
some
all.
stuff. There's running. Were there bicycles on Red and Blue?
Mm-mm.
You have a bike that you could ride? Diamond and Platinum were the last ones that I got, and that's like they start bringing in like reproduction and like eggs. It's been so fucking long since I played it.
So
There's a
Pokemon
lot.
Go was my intro to eggs. I didn't know that was in any other game.
Oh, okay. That's one thing cool, that the eggs are neat. I like that. I like that you can fucking open it up and just let your phone go into standby, and it tracks your movement.
But you can't. It only works if the app is open.
God damn it, really?
Yeah,
I'm happy I quit playing that
that's
fucking
what
game.
they
Oh.
that's what they ruined. So my phone went black screen, and then I opened it up after moving around all day, and it said I'd been 0.25 kilometers.
Oh, neat.
I was like, motherfucker, like it has to be open. And I looked online, and that's what the forum says. The game has to be open. Ugh, like
That's murderous,
that's a
man.
bad thing. Well, one, if you didn't buy stock in external batteries immediately when this game was released, you're losing out because I have a large Samsung external battery, like the case. It's like the Mobi whatever case is, but it's made by Samsung.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, I still get with Pokemon Go now 50% battery at the end of the night.
Nice.
After completely draining the other one and then having this. Before Pokemon Go, I'd go to sleep with 100% battery. Like I'd charge my phone every 3 days. This game is murderous.
Yeah, dude.
on your battery.
Destroys your battery.
So standby walking needs to be a thing. Fighting random Pokemons and random trainers also needs to be a thing. Because how fucking cool would it be to be walking down the street and then your phone just bah, and the dude next to you is just giving you the rape eyes?
The problem with that is that people are people, so it would quickly spiral into conflict, and there would be people getting. There's people already getting mugged, so
right.
without a fucking doubt, there will be physical confrontations.
But why not? Okay, so runaway is always an option in Pokemon. So what if you don't want to battle other people, there could be an option for like lone trainer, where you could turn it on, and you're invisible to whoever. You go on about your day. But if you want to fight, if you want to battle random people on the street, have that as an option. If you turn it on and you also get pissed off, well, then you're just a piece of shit.
Everybody that turns it on is a piece of shit. I'll tell you that right fucking now. Everybody that plays Overwatch competitively is a piece of shit. Everybody that plays Dota 2 competitively is a piece of shit. Everyone that plays League competitively is a piece of shit. Like, I could go on, but I think you get the fucking gist of it. It's just that caliber of person. But Melissa brought up a good idea for it the other day that would allow conflict. Like, don't show pictures of who's who, but if it comes up as like trader so and so wants to fucking duel or whatever, like if you guys get close enough or some shit like that, if it pops up like a Words with Friends game that doesn't have to be completed like immediately, like it will go, you attack, and then their phone gets a message like, Dickface Magoo attacked you. What do you want to do? Like, run or one of these 4 attacks. And then you select your attack. And then it goes back to Dickface Magoo. He's like, that old Penis Breath attacked me. So now he's going to attack back. And then Dickhead Magoo and Penis Breath can have this battle, but they're not, like, standing next to each other. And then they're going to, like, do whatever Dickhead Magoo wants to do to Penis Breath because his name's Dickhead Magoo and that guy's name's Penis Breath.
Real names were omitted from this podcast for security reasons. No, I like that, except for when you're on the fucking tram and you go to battle somebody and you see somebody take their phone when you're like, oh, somebody's nearby, and you attack, and then that person like picks up their phone and looks at it. And
That's
then just sets it back down because they're not going to answer right
Yo,
away.
motherfucker!
I know it's fucking you. Like, you're the only one on here. Like, it's gonna get.
And then it's not. And then it's not him. It's some dude that was just standing at a stop, fucking 300 yards, 400 yards. It's getting further and further away.
Yep. Kids are punching old people in the face for being old and white. So, for sure, someone's gonna get decked because they checked a text message at the wrong time.
Yeah.
When this guy wants to battle. So.
Yeah. This isn't the text message. This isn't the phone checking neighborhood, motherfucker.
Yeah. You just keep your hands off. You touch it, you're a trainer, and I'm gonna do damage.
And then that's when Google Glass is gonna make a comeback, so everybody can like incognito check their text messages. Like, okay.
Oh, if they make it where I can do the whole thing from my watch, it's over, dude. If I can start catching Pokemon off my wristwatch, because then I feel like an idiot. Like, I can't walk around looking at my phone because I know that everyone just knows that I'm playing this game. Like, I saw a girl walking down the street today. I was looking up a trailer, and this girl's walking down the street staring at her phone, and I went, a Pokemon! And she just, like, looks and smiles. Like, you already know what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's more people than Twitter on the fucking thing.
It's insane.
You know what they're doing.
Yeah. And it's not like, I'm going to check my tweets. Oh, I'm going to tweet real quick. It's like, I'm going to go spend... I'm going to play Pokemon Go until my phone gets so fucking hot that it hurts my hand. And then I'll stop.
Dies,
yeah, and then I'll set it down. Yeah. Does anybody have a charger? Does anybody have a charger? Do you have a charger?
You're going to see kids with, like, generators on fucking...
Ooh, selling tickets.
like a dolly. Like, oh, dude, that's a good idea, man. I got one of them little generators,
Doug, we
like,
could just go to the park
and
with
just
generators
yep.
and just be like, yeah, just give me your phone. You can charge it for
Oh,
$30 an
okay.
hour.
Here's a real quick question: so people have been setting the Pokemon points and then robbing people when they come to them? How do they set the point?
So, I believe they're referring to the lures.
Okay.
So like when you click on a little Pokemon point, it's that blue diamond thing.
Yep.
You click on that, and then the image of it pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Right above that is a little white oval, and that's where you click on that, and that's where you can put lures at. So the lures attract Pokemon, which therefore attract people that are trying to get mugged.
People. Okay. I thought they were setting up their own points, and I was like, if you could do that, I would go with like a generator and 2 power strips, and then just like 1 power strip, iPhone chargers, and 1 power strip, fucking micro USB chargers, and then just dress up like Pikachu and just
Yeah. Tackle motherfuckers.
Hey, $10, and you can charge your phone for your All right.
And then the big puff of smoke comes out.
Yeah. All
Pikachu,
jokes aside,
motherfucker.
I might do this weekend.
It's not a fucking bad idea, man. You could borrow a couple. I didn't even think about this. You could borrow a couple generators from the shop and just go hit up the waterfront. What's up, ladies?
Oh, what's up, Riverfest? Or what's it called here? Summerfest?
Summerfest.
Just rolling by with my generator. We got like a little bitty one now, so I'll just carry it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Pokemon charging station.
I mean, do they make money at the festivals with those charging stations? Do you have to pay for that?
None of the ones I've been to.
Okay,
usually
well.
free. It's usually a phone service, like a phone carrier, providing a free.
Oh, okay, trying to get their name
It's somebody
spread.
that wants like it's an advertisement.
Okay. Like in the music festivals, they'll have like a phone charging station that are I think they can take like 400 phones, and then they're all dependent on one C battery. So it takes like 6 months to charge a phone, but then it's spread across like 400 phones. So your phone never charges, I guess.
But somebody like talks at you probably while you have to do it. Like they're like,
Well, you can, like-
should really think about switching over to T-Mobile because we're only slightly worse than the lowest competitor, and now it's cheaper. That's their new fucking ad, by the way. If you haven't heard it, the ad per fucking Batum.
I don't watch.
Oh, it plays on the radio. I hear it all the time. And the guy goes, it's 2016, and we're within 1% of the reliability of Verizon. Don't let 1% make the difference. They're not even trying to say we're the best anymore. They're just like, look, we're not going to be as good as Verizon, but we're not that far away, so come check us out. Dude, that seems like a shitty... All that told
Maybe
me
it's time to
was...
sell.
So I can get better service with Verizon?
I appreciate you allowing me to only listen to one commercial to figure out which service provider I'm going to go to. You may as well have just said, fuck it, go with them, they're better.
And then their other ad is the Sprint one where they hired the Can You Hear Me Now guy? And he goes,
Wow.
Can you hear me now? But I'm not on Verizon. Now I'm on Sprint. And Sprint is within so many whatever percent of Verizon. Like that's their whole thing now is that I guess they tried the ball thing where Verizon said we've won this many awards, and they all tried to like attack them for that. And then Verizon opened up a lawsuit like, you can't say that we didn't win in every category when we did. Like you can't say like when we go by whatever.
Who's handing out these awards? What a shitty award show to
yeah,
go
I
to.
know. Oh my god, could you imagine? But there's like
it's one of fucking 4.
So there's like this standard, and they said, okay, here's the 4 major competitors, and in call quality, Verizon, and coverage, Verizon, and this, Verizon. So then it was like some off-put magazine said that T-Mobile was better for something else. So they tried to say that they were actually better, and they opened up like a
Oscar.
um like a dispute with them. Like you have to stop saying this. So now they have to say that they're not as good, and that, but that they're within like yes they're better, but they're only this much better. So now all the commercials for both Sprint and T-Mobile are
That's
we're
some
not as good, but
that's
we're
some
pretty
pussy
close.
shit.
That's
That's
real
some pussy
bad.
shit.
I think it's hilarious.
That that's some dumb shit. Well, they're not. They're not. It really should be up to the consumer to look at what the fuck they're buying. It shouldn't be that whole false advertising bullshit
Yeah,
is like have it like readily available, but say whatever you want in your commercial. Say you get a
I
free penguin and then send them a
I
stuffed
agree,
penguin.
and I agree that they shouldn't be able to false advertise, and that's why I like this whole. And I think that's what Verizon did to them. They made it where they have to, like, you can't say you're better than us when you're fucking not. But you have to pay $100 a line with Verizon, so you better be the best.
Yeah. Well, so Pokemon Go is a piece of shit. Let's move on. The speaking of lawsuits,
Oh, I got one last thing on Pokemon Go before you pal out of here. I the other day bought a little X mount. It's called a RAM mount for my sport bike, and it holds your
oh,
phone.
okay.
And today I had a doctor's appointment after work, and I had about an hour and a half to kill. And I was a real piece of shit. I turned it on, and I just rode to different Pokemon stops and would stop on the side of the road, like just pull over, and then hit my flasher, and then I'd open it up and like get the Pokeballs, and then I'd find another one, and then I'd ride that way, and then I'd just pull on the sidewalk and do it again. And these kids were like staring at me, and I just like thumbed up a
Yeah.
minute to
Yeah.
go.
It pays to be an adult, fuckface. Later, losers.
So I'm just like I'd be riding and it would like flash and I just hazards and then pull over on the side of the fucking road, and I'm going down the highway and I just keep like reaching over because it puts it right in the middle of my control panels, my phone now.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'd just reach over and tap my phone every now and then so it would stay on, and I was like I can't stare at this because I'm going to just rear end somebody and die. It's not like hitting somebody in your car and you're like, oh, I wrecked my car. Like I would fucking die, dude. 'Cause
No, I wrecked my spinal cord.
yeah, I'm not. I mean, sorry, law enforcement officer, but I'm doing like 95. Like I'm going down the interstate, like splitting lanes and hitting my freaking phone so it'll stay on. Gotta hatch them eggs, motherfucker.
That's right. That's right.
So that's my final Pokemon Go confession. If you see some asshole tapping his phone doing a wheelie in Milwaukee, it's probably me playing Pokemon Go.
Or it's. Nope. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Or everyone else doing the same thing.
Yeah. So, a couple things happened recently that it seemed like they ran together for me personally, and that was the Battlefield 1 alpha just became, well, not just became, like beginning of the week, keys went out to certain people. A bunch of streamers got it. All the big names in streaming all got Battlefield 1 accounts because it's how they,
Yeah.
it's how companies advertise now. So, one thing that I heard, I haven't played it yet. I don't know. Have you played it yet?
Nope.
The thing that I've heard from everyone that has played it is as soon as you get over the fact that everything looks really good, you realize that you're just playing another Battlefield game.
Yep.
And which is completely understandable. But when they were asked about like how the weaponry works and how that changes like the speed of the game and all that shit, they all said that it was still the same frantic Battlefield. Like this isn't a World War One game, is what I'm saying. Like everybody's fucking pumped that it's like, dude, that was like a crazy time for warfare and like terrible shit was going on. This is not it. It's fucking not. It's a Battlefield game with a new skin on it.
I have zero fucking wants to play this game.
I same for me, man. I don't care about it. It looks badass, and that engine that they're using for destructible terrains looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, always has been. And they're always really good about destructible terrain and usable vehicles inside. Battlefield's a good game. If you want to play another Battlefield, then get this. I'm stoked there's no jetpacks.
Yeah, sure.
So, but
It's so weird that like that those two have been competing like side by side so closely for so long, and then all of a sudden both of them just fucking one just shot further forward in the direction that they were going, and then the other one just fucking shot backwards.
yep. And they had to because they were going to be the same game. Like they were going to come out with Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty 146, and they would have been literally play by play the same game. They're going, oh fuck, we made the same game.
Yeah.
How did we hire the same
Complete
actors?
Battle Duty.
Yeah. So one of them had to go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What can we do? And they
Call
go,
of
hey,
Field.
dude, the last time that Call of Duty was super successful, they went back to Vietnam. Fuck them. Let's go back to World War II. And that's what they
turn
did.
this fucker up to 11.
Yeah, that's what it was because the last good Call of Duty for me was Black Ops, which was the Vietnam one, right? Where they
Sure.
the crazy
Oh, the
voices
first
in the
Black
head.
Ops, right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one, and ever since then, it's just Advanced Warfare. The first one was okay, but it wasn't as good, and it's just, dude, the jetpack thing. Sick of it. We beat this dead horse. Apparently, there's a new update where you carry around a giant fucking axe, and I was like, that looks cool. Maybe I'll play it. And I watched a video of a guy kill an entire team with an axe, and I went,
This was Black Ops?
no, this is the new one. This is the one
Black
that
Ops 3?
3. Yeah.
Oh.
The new
Black Ops
update.
3 or Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So the new update
What?
for Black Ops 3
What
has
the
this dude with a
fuck?
fucking giant axe, and he like flips it around and ninja jumps, and
Yeah.
so he goes. You remember the rooftop level?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone, if you want to get an easy kill, you go. If you're on, I don't know what side this will be, but if you go left, there's a glass rooftop, and you can watch people come out of a little doorway, or they can go around that little building. And everyone always goes that way because that's where the spawn point is. And so you can normally pick off one or two guys. This guy just runs. And apparently his special ability is like a sonar. So he jumps, lands, hits his sonar, and sees the entire team coming, and he just hides against the wall. And then he jumps out, axes the dude, gets shot all of the times, but doesn't die, and axes and kills everyone. And I went, I'm
Live
not going to
action.
play this game. And then went to Steam and hit delete local content.
Nice.
It's it for me. Like that. Now you have jetpacking firemen who kill machine guns.
Who can stealth?
Huh. Duh. Alt F4.
No more. No
Like,
more.
no more,
No
man.
more.
So I installed Batman Arkham Knight because that's a less shitty game.
Did they? Is it fixed? Is it functioning?
I'm running it at 90 frames a second, max graphics, max
good.
everything, and it says I've used 98% of my available video RAM. Like I'm at the limit, and it hasn't glitched once, dude. It's a fun
That's good.
game.
Wow.
I
alas.
like the
It just took
Batmans.
them a fucking
Yep.
how long? A year to figure out how to make a game
I think it released a
after
year and a half
making
ago.
a game. Nice.
So if you got it on Steam sale, good for you. I had some credits from Steam, so I didn't get it on sale, so I paid like $40, but I didn't actually pay anything for it. I don't think I would have spent real monies, but it is it's heavy on the Batmobile.
Oh yeah, I heard that was a
Heavy.
real fucking annoying part of that game. Actually,
It is. That I think I'm going to play it Arkham Asylum style and just not use it because I think you can do that. So if you've never played the Batman's Arkham series, the big deal is like gliding and dipping and swooping up with Batman and then hooking with your grappling hook to traverse the terrain. It's fucking hard to to get to these new places. Well, now you just have a Batmobile. You could just run over everybody. Never get out. Fucking drive everywhere. And it's
Is it open world? Like
yeah. And you select your mission and then it'll give you like a track to go there. And there's like the Riddler things now aren't I don't know about all of them. I've only got a few hours in, but so far the Riddler quests aren't. It used to be that he had like little Riddler trophies, and you had to figure out how to unlock and do timing to get to the trophy. Well, now it's like race car tracks.
That's really stupid. That's like Superman 64 shit. That's
Yeah.
real dumb.
I'm not digging that part, but the rest of it is just like Arkham Asylum. The game, like the fighting style is all that. It's really easy to beat people up. I like the Batman games because the story is better than basically any Batman movie.
Better than Batman vs Superman?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I do have the Ben Affleck skin on my Batman. So
Oh. Nice. I pre-ordered my Batman vs Superman last night, the Blu-ray.
It's already available on Xbox 360 or Xbox
fuck.
One. So, I mean,
I need to go buy an Xbox One so I can get Batman vs Superman then.
I was
sooner.
going to watch it again last night just to see if it was still that terrible, and then I remembered that I had Deadpool already purchased, so I just watched that instead.
And then you realize that you had a good movie to watch, so like, or not, I guess.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
Like,
Like,
watch
I
something
had it.
that's worth a fuck.
I had it, and I was about. You can't rent it, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't want to pay $20 for this." And I'm like staring at my screen, and then off to the side it has like movies you already own, and I was like, "Oh, Deadpool," and I just went right, and then like that. How excited are you for the Ghostbusters video game?
Is this the one that has lost and regained funding? Like, used to be part of THQ, has disappeared and reappeared like 30 fucking times?
I'm surprised LJN is not making this game. It looks so fucking bad.
LJN.
Do you remember LJN? I'm gonna reach back into your childhood soul. Name a movie, and then name a shitty video game that was made by that stupid rainbow symbol that was on all of the games.
Like
Like
Lima Juliet November?
LJN, man, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, this.
Okay, so they made like the video games for Jaws. They made the video games for Alien.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on
Friday
Elm
the
Street.
13th, the Karate
name a
fucking
movie,
kid.
And they made it. They were the kings of pumping out the most dog shit
Bullshit.
game because they knew that someone would buy it. So they made a Spider-Man game at the end of NES's life. This is after like Castlevania, fucking name it, has come out. Like, would they make 3 or 4 on NES? These are after amazing games have come out, like Top Gun, where you had to angle, like get pitch and yaw to land your jet onto the moving aircraft carrier. Like, the limits of the Nintendo Entertainment System have been pushed, and then they came out with Spider-Man, and people freaked out. Like, it was the most dog shit, like, overlay skin where stairs weren't really where they looked like they were, and there was one life.
All of this looks familiar.
Dude, if you got touched, you just died. Like, it was. And LJN was. I actually bought an LJN game last week, and it was. I found an in the box, 100% complete to include the movie poster that came with it, Aliens 3. And I was excited because it was all complete, and I'm a big Aliens fan. I will never play that game though because it is dog shit.
Is it real bad?
It's probably the best LJN game. One of the best. Maybe somebody's got a better example, but I don't know many. And for Super Nintendo, it was much better than it was for Sega. I get fucking dead lost when we start talking about new games, but this old shit,
Yeah,
I got down. So,
dude,
um,
it's all the movies. That's crazy.
that's what they did, and that was their whole gimmick. Was they would make horrible, very quick games. Like a movie would come out, and if there was no game attached to it immediately, LJN would just swoop in and make it in like a couple of months, and it was always real bad. Like the Jaws game, you're a diver who collects seashells because that's the fucking same.
Yeah, that's the plot of that movie, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly the same.
And you're stealing you're stealing Jaws' pearls, so
Yeah.
he's gonna come get you.
They made
It's an
They-
origin story.
yeah, that's what it was.
That's why Jaws is so angry, because
He got the
somebody
taste of
stole
blood.
all of his pearls. Yeah.
So, anyways, back to 2016. I got lost a little bit. The Ghostbusters game trailer is the ghosts and goblins.
Is it this top down? Like isometric view, like view from like Diablo style looking fucking thing?
I
'Cause
don't know.
Googled Ghostbusters game 2016 and it's like it looks like a top down shoot 'em up.
The trailer is ghosts are in school, and then they put out like a warning that there's Ghostbusters coming to kill them. So if you take away what they are and what's happening, it's the equivalent of you going into a first grade classroom and telling a bunch of children that ISIS is coming to kill them, and then they come through the window and kill everyone in your classroom, including your teacher. And
So
that's
it's like,
what they went with.
I mean, Anakin killed all the
Same.
little baby Jedis, right? That's
Yeah.
okay.
So they're sitting in school and they're learning how to be a goblin, and then it's like, be aware, Ghostbusters on the prowl, and they're like, oh my god, no! And then the window breaks and the trap comes sliding in.
Nice.
Sucks it. That, and then it says available now. So I didn't get to see any gameplay of it. It was just a bad trailer, and it's never good when your commercials start after your game has already been released. Because I watched premiere of Ghostbuster video game trailer, and at the end of the premiere it said available now. Like
Yeah.
not coming in the future.
That's- when the fuck did this? Oh, Ghostbusters is out.
Yeah, it's
Is it
doing
out?
real bad.
It's got a 60 on Metacritic. It's not very good.
I'm
It's
surprised
not
it's
the
got a
worst,
60.
but
Oh, the video game's got a 60?
no, the movie.
Oh, I'm surprised that got that. They even play off the fact that nobody wants to watch the movie in the movie. There's a commercial out where they go, would you look at this? And they're watching a YouTube video of themselves catching ghosts, and it says, like, bitches can't catch ghosts or something in the thing, like bleeps it out on the thing, so you know it's risky, it's bad language like you find on the YouTubes.
Wow. Yeah,
Um,
it's just like the internet.
Yeah, don't
Oh, we don't have to talk about that anymore.
fucking play that card. We know that no one wants to see your movie. You don't have to tell me in the movie that no one wants to see it.
I mean, unless it's good, then I'll
That's-
go see your fucking movie. But if it's a pile of shit, I don't care who's playing who in what scenario. It's a fucking movie. So if it's a decent movie, then I'll watch it.
Did you
If it's
have to get
really
a black
bad?
girl to play the one black character? Like, you, come on, dude.
What difference does it make? They're
It-
fake characters anyways. That's
it
like
just
bitching about
seems-
James Bond being black. It's a
No.
fucking
That would
fictional
be
character.
Fine. I'm talking about the fact that they couldn't let a fictional character be a fictional character. Like, they had to get a black female comedian to play the one black male comedian from the other one. You could have made them all fucking black. That would have been fine. But I think it's racist to make the one, like, somebody said it to me. They go, "Who's
Structure.
everybody playing?" I know the black girl's this guy.
That's racist.
Yeah, but it's true. That's
What's the
fucking
relation?
worst part. I don't know. I don't know why
Is
they're
there one?
them. It's just and god damn it, I don't know. It just looks bad, and we've given it too much of time. Anyways, there was a Ghostbuster game trailer.
I'll have
And
to check it out.
The
got it.
trailer's real bad.
Got it saved now.
Yeah.
Oh, what else we got? Oh, fucking Evolve's coming back. Did you see that?
Evolve free to play on PC.
Yeah.
And
Evolve
it's back in
Stage
beta.
2. So that they're getting, I guess everything that was purchasable DLC is now going to be unlockable instead of purchasable. I don't know if they're still going to have like a microtransaction store, but all the fucking money shit aside, I've played a few rounds. I've played like 5 rounds, and I've played 4 rounds as hunters and 1 round as a monster, and I've won every single fucking round. So they've for sure changed the fucking balance for sure, cuz before, when you were the monster, you ran that motherfucker. Like there wasn't a worry. Like you just skip along, eat some fucking space donkeys and murder some hunters, and that's the end of the fucking game. But now it's like it's actually balanced. Like the trapper isn't the only one that drops the dome. Everybody in the group has access to the dome, but it's on a global cooldown. So if I use it, you can't use it.
Okay.
And then as soon as it's available for everybody again. And you
That's
can't
gonna
miss
get
with
people
it.
called the worst names of the internet.
Well, you can only use it while the monster's in range. So
Okay.
you literally can't miss with it.
Some
so
guy in the
everybody-
back of the map can't just be like, "Bow."
Yeah, F.
Waste it for
yeah,
everybody.
suck a dick, losers. Yeah, no, you won't have that guy. They prevented the internet from doing that bullshit.
What do you think about the fact that they are calling it a beta again? That they've said, we know that you purchased the game, we know that it's been out for a year, we know that you've spent a bunch of money on DLC, but now it's in beta.
I guess they're testing the free to play structure of it. I don't know. I don't know why it's in beta. That's one thing that didn't make any sense to me. 'Cause I feel like that it seems like that you could just roll into free to play mode. Like, hey, we changed some shit. So here's
What
the
are
recent
they gonna
update.
do? Are they doing anything for people that already own it?
Yeah, there's a lot of. So by the time, what am I trying to say? They've released like new hunters for each category and shit. So now, instead of having to go in and buy a new hunter, the people who already own the game are getting the new hunters. I don't think all of them. You're getting like 3 of like 7 or something like that. And the hunters, and there's a bunch of you're getting the characters, you're getting the monsters as to be able to play them whenever you want, not all of them. And then you're getting cosmetic downloads, like a bunch of weapon skins and all that typical bullshit. And then what else was it? Oh, they're putting characters on a free rotation, like a MOBA does, like Heroes
Like
of the
Dirty
Storm
Bomb or anything.
Yeah. So it's I don't know.
I'd like to see him fix it. It's, man, we talked about it when it first came out, dude. This game came out when we were just starting this podcast.
A
remember correctly.
little bit before that. It was a little bit before last summer, because it's why I bought my video card, because I installed it and my computer was like, and then I ran to Best Buy and
because the only game I've played is one on yours.
okay.
Because you were like, oh yeah, play it before you buy it or whatever, and I sat down and played a couple rounds, and it was okay, but I think I told you then was, I've played 3 rounds, like that's enough. Like I'm not gonna, like I get what it's gonna be. It's gonna be this over and over and over and over. And over. So hopefully they that game seems so promising. It's like The Division. Like I think you're gonna see the same thing happen where somebody comes back and goes, "Hey man, we fucked up."
I think the divisions. I think that fucker's gone. I think it's downriver. I don't think it's.
That's what I thought about Evolve though a couple weeks ago. Like if you'd have asked me what happened, I'd been like, "Oh, that thing failed," and now they're trying. So maybe
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that developer doesn't have its plate full like
true.
Ubisoft with all
Yeah.
their fucking dog shit games that they have coming out.
Right.
I I don't know. It seems like the division's just going to be essentially a beta for Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah,
But
that's probably very true. Are you familiar with the anime Naruto?
uh, is it Naruto? Yeah,
Naruto. Naruto.
I never watched it, but
Me neither. I'm not super familiar, but I do know that it is super popular.
yeah. There's like 7 billion episodes, I think, and
Yeah.
people.
So
pee
they've
themselves.
got a MMORPG that's finally coming to America, and I guess people are fucking super stoked about
Really?
this. Yeah, it's been in Japan for a while, but they're coming to America with five new or it's got five characters that represent Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, and Lightning, and all of the actors on the game are voiced by original actors.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's going to be a turn-based battle system available in 6 days, 7/20/2016. It comes available to the United States.
Nice.
So if
I
you're
will
a
not be
Naruto-
playing that.
Naruto, what'd you call it?
I think it's Naruto.
Naruto. Naruto. If you're a big Naruto fan, you may want to check this out. It
The
looks very
bowings.
good. Yeah, you gotta bow. I watched a little bit of gameplay on it, and I, it looks like you're playing the anime. Like it looked good. I mean, the turn-based stuff seemed very fluid. Again, I'm watching a demo of it, so who really knows? But it gets real high praise overseas, and there are people super pumped that it's coming to the United States.
Huh.
So July 20th for that.
Right on. Next week.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you see the new character announcement for Overwatch?
The sniper healer girl, right?
Yeah, Annie.
Anna. Yeah.
Annie?
Little Annie.
Little
Annie.
So, what are your thoughts on her?
Well, I don't think you need another sniper. Seems like every freaking game I play, at least two people try to be one. But I read your comments on our Facebook page, Horrible Influence at Facebook, and I agree with you that snipers aren't gonna heal. They're gonna turn and hide their own ass. And healers are gonna be healers. They're not gonna want to play a sniper.
Yeah, I don't see. When Enrique made a good point about it, that I think in like competitive play or like organized groups, I think that she'll be a useful character, but in the public world, like public games, just fucking pickup groups, there I cannot see it. I can't see it.
She has a lot going on. What did I see she can do? She can disable, she can put people to sleep, she can snipe, she can snipe a healing thing, and then she could do something else. There was like another ability. So she's
Yeah.
got like 4 or 5 things going on. And I think you're going to be doing the keyboard stare and just not like Junkrat is a good player because he's got fucking nothing. He's just he throws a landmine and he shoots a gun, and then you can keep your eyes locked on the screen almost all the time. And the more complicated the character,
So this is
the more you
Yeah.
forget to use their shit, I think is what really happens is people forget that they have certain things.
I mean it's certainly going to be a character for a higher level of player. This isn't going to be a fucking I'm bored, I'm going to go fuck around on Ana for a little bit. It's like this is going to be a character like when Genji first came out, it was kind of a dog shit character until people realized that he's an absolute fucking beast. And now you have Genjis, like you have fucking flies around a dumpster. Like there's way too fucking many of them. But I don't know. Evidently, her rifle, her primary fire does healing and damage depending on who she shoots. So if she shoots a
Okay.
teammate, it heals. If she shoots an enemy, it does damage.
That's a little bit better.
The
I thought you had
sleep
to
dart.
select.
The sleep dart is. You can get on if you just Google Anna Overwatch. The first link that pops up, you can watch her go through her skills. That sleep dart lasts for 6 seconds. Dude, McCree is on his ass for 6 seconds. That's a fucking lifetime in these games. I mean, that seems excessive to me. And then she's got a biotic grenade that it looks like she shoots at what the fuck's that guy? Roadhog. And then Roadhog heals himself, and it heals like 2/3 of his damage. But I guess it seems like it's amplifying his heals. So if she shot him, oh, I imagine it works like Zenyatta's bullshit. Like it either heals or it fucking does damage with his Orb of Discord when he puts that on people.
Right.
And then and then it looks like her ultimate is something called Nano Boost, and she shoots it at Reinhardt, and then he just smashes the fuck out of everybody. So it must just be like a stim pack, increased damage thing. I don't know. I think it's an interesting idea for a character. I don't think she's gonna play worth a fuck on public games, but I don't know. We'll see. Blizzard knows games better than I do. That's for fucking sure. So
Yeah,
it might be
and
amazing.
like you were talking about the Genji thing, it might turn out that she's dog shit for a while, and then people are gonna get real good at her.
Yeah, I feel like that, dude. I feel like that sleep dart is too long. That's a long duration.
Isn't that's got to be the same or a little bit longer even than the trap from
Junkrat.
Junkrat?
At least
That's
you
a
can
long
shoot
time
though.
too. You can shoot. Yeah, you're not paralyzed. How long is this stun from Reinhardt?
It's probably about that long.
Is it that long?
Yeah, probably about that long.
I always
But
think
that's
that
an
it's not as
ultimate.
long, but I fucking hate it. Like when I get hit with that, I'm just panicking and smashing my keyboard.
Yeah, when I use it, it just seems like they like flinch a little bit and then they're like off into their little holes. But when somebody else hits me with it, it's like I take a fucking 15-minute nap before coming back to the game. But yeah, Anna, competitive came out since we talked, but that's whatever. The scoring system that they changed seems like it makes more sense, I think, now. I think it's cool that they do like for the checkpoints, like you've made it this far and then you made it to like the second sub checkpoint or whatever. So technically you made it further than the other team that only made it to that
Right.
checkpoint. So that's neat.
I've been liking the competitive play. I have not been liking the people that play competitive play.
Nah.
So
Nope.
I found myself vindictively playing characters because someone who deemed themselves leader
Sure.
tells
Yeah,
me to switch.
The loud one that's
Yeah.
typically playing Genji or a sniper.
So my response is I will do everything in my power to ensure we lose. And then I do just fuck all nothing. Like you're not going to tell me what fake character to play in a video game. So if you're a competitive player and you're listening to this, don't go telling people to switch their shit. If you want a healer so fucking bad,
Yeah, be
go
a
be
healer.
a goddamn
Yeah.
healer.
Yeah.
You don't get to pick the shit that I already picked. And because that's the one thing, like if I go in and everything's blank and I don't fucking I want to be Pharah, dude,
Oh,
on
I'm
attack.
picking my favorite.
I like Pharah. So if no one's picked it, I'll go Pharah. Now I've got 4 whatever blank faces next to me, and then somebody goes Reinhardt, and it all fills up, and you're the last person.
And
you
3 of
pick
them go Reaper,
Yeah.
and one of them goes Genji. And then all the Reapers are like, they just talk out of the same mouth
Yeah.
together. We need a tank.
Yeah.
We need a healer. No.
And that's what it has been to me twice now, and I have just tanked the game, and I don't give a shit.
I started I started blocking people, and I realized today I played 2 rounds this morning, and I realized that it was a good idea because I got into a game, and someone on my team was arguing with someone that I couldn't see. So I had blocked this other person in like days prior gaming, and he was clearly being a cunt in this game as well. It's like, whoa, wow, that fucking worked out. So I didn't even have to know that he was, or who it
Yep.
was, or if he was being.
It was just
cunty.
somebody that was.
It was just,
I
just
made the
gone.
comment 2 days ago playing Dirty Bomb that I logged into Dirty Bomb to play with Melanie because she loves that game, and so I clicked back over to play it, and I got in with and oh my god, if there's some way that he hears this, he's gonna think he's fucking famous, but he's just a cunt. But his name is unique, not
Don't
unique,
say his name.
but it's one Pac, and then in parentheses, which would be his clan name, is one Pac. It's fucking Tupac.
Two
Like,
Tupac?
Yeah, I guess.
One Pac, one Pac?
But so I was like, oh, that's clever. So I played with him months and months and months ago, and I was like, clever name. I like that. Fucking Tupac, whatever. And he was like, fuck your face. And I was like, oh, okay. You're just gonna be a cunt. And so he like yelled at me the whole game to do things. Well, I ended up coming out on top of the game. Like, it's Dirty Bomb, dude. The game's fucking easy. And I log off. Games have come out. We've gone through like Call of Duty. We've come up like it's been a long time. I log back in with her, and who do I see playing on our team? One Pac, one Pac.
Boy.
And I was like, long time no see, and he's just a fucking cunt to me. And I was like, why are you a cunt every time we play? Every time we play, you're a fucking cunt. So he just like, I'm carrying you, and so I just got sick of it, and I just ran behind him shooting into the air the entire time. Like it he is the epitome of like most competitive players who think they're good.
Right.
You're
yeah, yep. I'll agree with that.
probably not good.
Yeah, no, you're not. That's why you and I are in the same fucking ranking. I know I'm not good.
Yeah.
You're playing with me because you're also fucking bad at this game.
I like going, how often do you play this game? I play every day. Right. I play 50 different games. At one-
Occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is today? A Thursday? I'm going to turn on my Super Nintendo. I'll probably play some Sega. I'm definitely going to rock out some Arkham Knight, maybe some Doom. I might play a round of this. We play a giant spectrum of games to play. And if I can still get on and stomp your ass, you're not good. Don't fucking speak to me on competitive play.
Dude, I have a few more things that I want to go over, but I have to pee so bad. Can we take a quick break and then come back?
A 3, 2, 1, and we're back.
Cool. Yeah, sorry about that. Too much orange juice and coffee. So neither of us have much faith in the $117 million monster that is Star Citizen. And it brought me a lot of joy to get on GameInformer.com today and see that someone had reached out for a refund because, you know, the game's it's a little late, as it turns out. And the company denied him his refund. So this guy decided to go through the terms of service, or like the agreements for the Kickstarter. It was back when it was a Kickstarter.
Yep.
And found out that if the game does not release within 18 months of its listed release date, then people are eligible for refunds. So evidently they have since changed the terms of service, or whatever the fuck it's called, end user license agreement, whatever the
Right.
hell it's called. And that's not a thing anymore. But this dude, like, he ended up having to go to the California Attorney General in order to get his fucking $3,000 back. I think it's bananas that that you would give someone $3,000 to like, man,
But he
those
got it.
concept drawings look really good. Well, he ended up getting like 20. I guess the only record that they have is that there was $2,500. And what the hell is the name of that company that's making this fucking game? I always forget this. Robert Space Industries.
Yeah.
So they made some cunty remark like, Cloud Imperium Games. And the designer is Chris Roberts. They made some cunty comment like, "Oh, we just wanted to get him out of the supporter pool." Like, hold on. How late is your game right now?
Yeah. That
And-
noise that you hear is called floodgates opening. So be prepared. Now that there's
They're-
precedents to get their money back because of that, anyone that signed up in that should be jumping on the opportunity to get their money back.
I would think so.
And
I mean,
drain them full of all of their money now. They've taken you for a ride.
I wonder if their super cool fucking statistic money tracker that's on their website will track when their money starts going down. Oh man. If this game comes out and it's really good, I'll be really fucking excited. But fucking know this. If this game never comes out, I will stand on top of the rooftop with a megaphone screaming, "I told you so," until I fucking die of exhaustion.
I think at
Because
this
that'll be the
point,
best part of my life.
even if it comes out and is really good, you're going to have that, it's good, I just can't believe it took this long. Or, dude, I really like the game, but is it 4 years or 8 years good? Like, it's going to have a stigma to it at all times. Like, it would have to be... it would have to be unrealistically good at this point.
It will
make
have
up
to
for
be
it.
the best game ever made for 4 years or however long.
VR emerged and has now become a competitive market during that time frame. Just put that into perspective. That they started making a regular video game when the only thing there was regular video games, and now an entire different market has emerged and has become multi-billion-dollar industry. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, now they just go, "Well, we got that too." Like anything that pops up is like, "Well, we got that."
Yep.
Fucking look at this.
Yep. Here's our Alpha 37. We've been in
Yeah.
Alpha for
Does it work?
485 days. No.
Not too well,
Yeah.
but fucking VR support.
They'll either, I think they've gotten stuck. If they are still legitimate, if they're not just crooks, then they have gotten stuck in the fact that they are chasing latest technology because they have promised too much, and they will never come out because they will never be ahead of the curve. Once you're behind it, you're never going to get in front of it. They're never going to be like Star Citizen now with 4D, and we figured it out, and here's the game. Like, you have to be the first one to release.
Sprays water on your face when it wants to.
You know, unless I get a crate in front of the house out here and it's got an actual goddamn spaceship in it, I don't think I'm going to be that impressed with the game. The problem there, another big problem for them, is that games that were already kind of like them are releasing updates that are putting them real close to their territory.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, No Man's Sky comes out soon. Fucking
No Man's Sky got
what's
delayed, and that pissed me off a little bit. I was expected to be playing that this month.
That's a month.
I was looking forward to this month real bad for No Man's Sky, and now August, and dude, I've got that little.
It's done. It's
a-
done, and it's done, and it's gone gold. Like it's 100% releasing in August.
Okay, I mean
That has
that's
been confirmed.
whew, that's my nervous bit now. Is it's like, okay, now you promised me No Man's Sky, and it's gonna say August, and it's gonna say November, and then it's gonna say 2017, and then like if it comes out, then all my fears will be quenched. But I think they're hoping that enough people would just forget that they bought into Star Citizen.
Yeah. I found myself in a different Discord channel a couple weeks ago, and there was a group of guys in there talking about how cool Star Citizen was. And it was one of those moments where I had to like pull my headphones off and like touch my desk to make sure I wasn't fucking dreaming and then go back to listening to them. It's like, what fucking game are you guys talking about? And it's weird to listen to them talk about how cool this game is because they're not talking about how fucking cool it is. They're talking about how fucking cool it's going to be. It's all make believe right now. It's like, man, when this comes out, it's going to be, yeah, and this is happening, like this is a thing, but none of it actually is a fucking thing right now. It's a shit ass piece of shit.
Yeah. We're gonna fix the FPS version. Cool. Did you fix it? No, but we also released new ships. That's cool. Do those ships work? Nah, they don't work. But now you have a jetpack. Like they release these very strange like updates, and they keep adding new features without fixing old ones. I believe it's one guy, and he's taking us for a ride. Like I think he's just programming half-ass bullshit and throwing it out there, and he's got a giant rake, and he's just scraping his money in until he can
like,
bolt.
God, I am out of places to put these fucking leaf bags full of dollars. It's a terrible life. I guess I'll buy an island. See you fucking losers later.
We talked about Star Citizen when it went alpha in like our first episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the beginning. It was the beginning. And that wasn't even the beginning.
We've been doing this a while now. It's like, oh, I don't. Oh well, good luck to you. I got a ship. If the game ever releases, I can play, I guess.
The game was 18 months late in March. The game was supposed to be out in 2014. Not fucking getting around to it. The game was supposed to be out a year and a half ago. Almost 2 years ago. You're doing it wrong. Well, or you're doing it fucking right. Or you're doing it the best. By that I mean fucking people.
Yeah, for money-wise maybe, but definitely not. No one will ever support another Kickstarter from that guy.
April 2013 is when the Kickstarter ended. The game was supposed to release in let's see here. What was 18 months before March? October
Oh.
2014? Yeah, October of 2014. And then they're like, nay. Just wait. Just no. When you see it though, fucking when you see it.
When you see it, it'll be all worth it. Well,
I can't tell you when you're gonna see it, but fuck, man, fuck. Chris Roberts, you know, fuck. Hey man, you got a couple bucks? Get away, Star Citizen. Fucking panhandler of the video game world. Rich as shit. Gets picked up around the corner in a fucking Bentley. Hey man, you got $5? I'm just stranded. I'm trying to find my way home. Fuck off, Star Citizen. Get out of here. Saw you down here last week, Star Citizen. Fuck off. Started showing up on Kickstarter under different names like Car Citizen. It's like, you're fucking
Star People's Republic.
Your guys has run thin. Star people, fuck.
So
space residents, fucking give us a bunch of money.
It's gonna be super high speed cool. So to go away from a game manufacturing company, a development, I would call it a development. Well, they are a development company. They're a company that doesn't produce games. They only develop them eternally. To a little bit of a surprise, but did you hear about Take-Two, the people that are head of Rockstar, what they've said about the new Grand Theft Auto games?
As in, like, the upcoming ones, or the last couple?
Well, as in, they are not in production of a number 6 because they don't believe that 5 is as perfect as it can be.
Oh, okay.
So Take-Two, the head of Rockstar Games, is saying that they are continuing to update GTA 5, which originally released on the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to continue to upgrade and update that game with new missions and online multiplayer, and that instead of just putting out another GTA, they're going to continue to support and upgrade GTA 5, and there is not a date or plan for GTA 6. I think that's I personally think that's pretty impressive.
I I think it's badass. I mean, it looks good. My problem with GTA is that I can't fucking play it because of some fucking bullshit missing Windows file that I've tried countless fucking times to download it, to reinstall GTA, all of the above. It just doesn't work. So I ended up just deleting it. It's a game that I never got to finish cuz I don't know. I guess I just pulled the fucking short straw because I'm not an IT guy and I don't have the fucking time to sit around and figure out why a fucking game doesn't work.
Right.
Because I believe if I give you $60, then you make my game work for me. Because that's your fucking job.
That's unfortunate. I don't have it on PC. I've just got it on Xbox One, and
Are they updating it cross-platform though?
there's supposed to be all new missions, and I played it not that long ago, and there was a bunch of new stuff for the online multiplayer. So it looks like across the board, new and exciting things coming for Grand Theft Auto 5, but it's all going to be little down. You're probably going to have to pay for it. I mean, and at this point, I don't think you can get mad about it. Like, I'll pay for downloadable content when the alternative is, what's that Primal that came out for
Far Cry.
Far Cry?
Far Cry Primal,
Yeah,
yeah.
so Far Cry's downloadable content was just $60, and they put it on a fucking disc, but all it was downloadable content, and they just fucked everybody because of that.
It's pretty fucking gnarly, man. And that just
the
using the
map.
same map again,
Oh, God.
that's pretty bad, dude.
That's bold. That's that. They're too stupid. They won't care, and they just did it anyways. And somebody had to have gone, just take the afternoon and make a new one. And they were like, no, man, I got shit to do. I'm not gonna make a new map. And they just released it. That company can just die.
The crazy thing is that isn't that map like the world? That sounds really fucking stupid to say, but like when you zoom out in that game, doesn't it like pan the camera back from your character and then look down on the fucking same? It's like a 3D rendered world that is the map. The map is just a camera that's way the fuck up in the sky looking down instead of like a physical map. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely super topographical. Like,
yeah. So
way
not
it
only
looks.
did they rip the fucking map off, they made it. They're like, yeah, we're gonna use that map,
It's
and we're gonna
just
render this
DLC.
whole motherfucking thing.
Yep, it's just DLC.
Insane.
You could have bought a DLC patch that gave you, was it Far Cry 4?
Yep.
Far Cry 4 Primal, and you could have played the same land back in time. Where Far Cry fucked up was when they gave you the same map that you weren't supposed to notice. They said it was in a completely different part of the world. If they'd have said that it was in the same part of the world just a long time ago, then they could have gotten away with the same map. They've been like, yeah, this is just way back in time, same area. But they specifically tell you that it's in two different geographical locations. Holy shit, people.
Yep. Yeah. That was my first question. It's like, oh shit, did they just base it around like the same area?
Yeah.
Like
That's all you had
that's
to do.
kind of cool, and it makes sense. Why not? No. Nope. Opposite end of the earth.
One is I forgot where they put Karat, but they tell you it's tropical island. The other one's like Northern Europe. Like it's not the same. All you had to do was make it the same, you dummies. But we can't put mastodons down there on the island. All right.
That fucking game's still full price, by the way.
I'm sure it is. People that bought Primal tell me that it's good. They always go, "Yeah, it's a good game." Yep, but they fucked you.
It's not a $60 game, that's
so,
for sure.
If you have Primal and you don't have 4, then okay. And if you got 4 and you didn't buy Primal, then fine. But if you bought them both, you paid $120 plus tax for Far Cry 4 with a map pack.
Right. They did I never played it, but they did Blood Dragon for Far Cry 3. And that was a pretty fucking elaborate update. I think it was like it's $15 now. I think that's what it was when it came out. But it's like some goofy like remember that Kung Fury movie?
Yeah.
It looks like that. Like 80s 3D shit. It's ridiculous, like bright lights and all sorts of goofy shit like that, but it's cool. It got good reviews, but instead of just doing that, they charge $60 and release, like you said, a DLC. So yeah, that's that.
Well, I've only got I got one more thing. How many more things you got there?
I got 3.
All right, we'll hammer through some of those, and then I've got one final one.
Neither one of us really give a fuck about this, but Street Fighter V finally got a story mode.
Chow chow.
So that's...
Is it going to be the normal Street Fighter story mode where it's just the AI playthrough, but yet they give little cutscenes?
Yeah. That's the thing that the guys on Giant Bomb were talking about. It's like people were bitching about Street Fighter not having a story mode. It's like, you remember that one time that you wanted story mode in your Street Fighter? No. Fucking nobody does. Nobody ever did.
How about the fact that in your story mode you somehow fight yourself?
Why not?
It's like
that's not yourself, man. He's wearing different colored clothes.
Yeah, he's red. You're blue. It's different,
right.
Guys. You dummy.
Yeah. Get your Street Fighter shit together, Brad. I was thinking the other day that I might maybe getting a tablet for school would be a good idea. So I thought about it for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. This is like last quarter. And then just recently, Microsoft started giving away Xbox Ones with the purchase of a Surface, with the purchase of a Surface 2. So you buy a Surface 2 and you get a fucking Xbox One for freezies. And then I got to looking at the Surfaces, and it's just like, what? Why in the fuck would I ever need one of those? And then I didn't. So that's the end of that story.
The Surface Pro is useful if you don't do anything except for, like, if your job is to do Word documents and like carry around something and like dibble dabble, if that type of office work is what you have, then they're fine. I think like Mark has one at our work. That's what they use.
Few guys do, like Mark and Jacobson, and
so
they gave him out to a group of those guys.
I could see the purpose for it. My old job, being an FSR, that could have been handy, but
food service representative,
field service.
Oh, okay.
Where I have to show up on site, and I have Microsoft programs that I can plug into trucks to diagnose what's going on with the hydraulic controllers and stuff. Like, I could see that because it's very little and light, and it's full windows. That's cool. Other than that, I couldn't imagine just wanting one. Like an iPad, some people just want an iPad. I don't know anybody that just wants a Surface Pro.
That's what I realized I was doing. I was just wanting a Surface. It's like nope.
No.
I don't. Then I started looking at like RAM and all that stuff on them, and just realized that it's not even fucking worth it.
No.
Not only do I have a purpose for it, it's not worth it. And then my last thing was the little teeny tiny Nintendo. Is that your last thing?
That was my last thing. That's awesome. I like that we think alike. Super teeny tiny Nintendo coming out in November. November 11th, right? I think it's the release date.
Yeah.
Thing is $60, and I'm gonna have one as soon as I can order it.
It's pretty fucking rad. Did you see Devin's comment on Facebook?
I didn't.
What did he say?
The controller, it looks like the plug-in is going to be the Wii U style plug-in, but the controller is a original NES style controller. So you're looking at digital buttons probably inside of the old case, which is going to be fantastic with an HDMI hookup. So hopefully these games have been rendered correctly so that they don't look like crap, because as a retro game collector, they look horrible unless you got them on a old school tube TV.
I think I'm going to guess that most of these games are already available on the Nintendo Marketplace or whatever the hell they call their online thing. So I imagine that they've already been adapted to work over HDMI.
I'm guessing that too. Let's just go with the link that I already had brought up here for the games. It looks just like the connector on a Wii U. For the plugins.
Yeah,
so.
it is. When those little controllers are just going to be $10, and they will plug into the bottom of the Wiimote, so you can play if you want to play whatever the fuck you want on an old school Nintendo controller on your Wii U, you can do that now.
That's awesome. So here's the complete list: Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Donkey Kong Jr.
You're going for it, huh?
I'm going for it. Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Bros, Mega Man, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream because they had to get rid of Mike Tyson, Star Tropics, Super C, Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3, Tecmo Bowl, Legends of Zelda, and Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. The box is fucking cool. It is the same box that came with the NES.
The original cardboard box.
The what was it called? I've got the box around here. If I could see it, I would read it off. But it's the one that came with the light gun.
Yeah.
That version of the box that had the stars above it. That's the box. That's really cool. Atari did this a very long time ago, and I cannot believe that NES took so long to do this.
Well, the NES, like Nintendo, was busy like actually running a successful company. Atari was,
But you can get a Sega
still
Genesis.
doing Atari shit.
You can get a Sega Genesis with 50 built-in games at a Walgreens or like a Rite Aid. They sell them there. You can get an Atari with the exact same thing. Those have been around forever. The problem is those games aren't that like I collect them and I don't play them because they're not that much fun.
No.
I got a shit ton of Atari games now. I just got a big score of them. They're going to sit in their sealed boxes, and I'm not going to play them because my Intellivision and my Atari and my Coleco are just not fun to play. But my NES is a fucking ton of fun to play, and I'm super stoked for a Nintendo that's the size of my audio box that looks
it's the size of your hand.
Yeah. And it looks the exact same. Like that's a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be cool. I don't know if there's pre-ordering, but I'm gonna get my hands on one.
It'll show up
just instantly. I think they're gonna make money hand over fist with this. I think it's gonna be ridiculous.
I hope so, I guess. It's weird to me. Oh fuck. It's yeah. It's cool. They have save points. They're gonna have save points in the game, so Ghosts and Goblins might be playable now
Might be beatable
instead of
now.
just being the most brutal fucking fuck your Dark Souls, dog. Go play some fucking Ghosts and Goblins. Like that shit will
It's ranked as one of the top 5 hardest games of all time.
really.
Yeah, that one's way up there. Contra without the codes is up there.
Oh, here we go.
If you had the Konami code,
Dark
Battletoads
Souls,
is up there.
NetHack, Super Meat Boy, and Ninja Gaiden. I don't think the Dark
Ghosts and
Souls is
Goblins
harder
is
than
above-
Ghosts and Goblins.
I think Ghosts and Goblins is above Ninja Gaiden. Was that even on that list?
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden is.
Was Ghosts and Goblins on that list? I mean,
Oh no.
see, I think Ninja Gaiden's not as hard as Ghosts and Goblins.
That was a hard ass game. Battletoads is a motherfucker. I'll agree with that being on the list.
Battletoads
Though.
is a motherfucker.
that speeder bike scene alone is enough to make you want to fucking kill yourself.
You remember you and me trying to play that in Ludington on a quarter machine?
We were pretty drunk.
Real drunk.
Yeah.
And-
Okay. All right. That's why there's only fragments of that memory. Yes, I do.
And we had that what's his name? Chris Ridenauer, and he played
Soul Calibur.
Soul
Soul Calibur like 2 or something.
with one set of quarters. He was so drunk he couldn't walk, and he blasted through the entire game.
Couldn't talk, couldn't formulate a fucking sentence. Somehow beat Soul Calibur on
On arcade.
fucking Zero Continues.
It's just, and we're like, all right, do we want to leave? And he's like, I'm almost
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm fucking Rain Manning like a motherfucker over here right now.
Oh,
Which he didn't say. But the last thing that I was gonna say with the Rockstar thing, they just recently announced that Red Dead Redemption is backwards compatible now
right.
on Xbox One. So
right.
along with that, there have been hints that there could be a Red Dead game in production right now, and they might be getting ready to announce it. So Rockstar might be working on a fucking monster title
good.
right now. And
Red Dead Redemption, great game. I
that was a
hope they're
killer
coming out
game.
with a good one.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
All right,
That's
dude.
all
Well,
I
I
got.
think that probably does it right for the first gaming only episode, and that's a fucking doozy, dude.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
it.
good. It's nice that these are broken up so people don't get fucking sick of us.
Yeah. As always, go ahead and check us out on Facebook. Send us any suggestions you have. We've been getting a little bit more traffic lately, which is nice. Send
Hell
us
yeah.
any articles. Send us anything you want us to review or play for the gaming aspect, and of course on the science end too. Follow us at horribleinfluence.podbean.com, and we are on iTunes and Google Play.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys very much.
All right, we'll see you on Monday for the science.
Yeah, you.
Bye.